Hi, I'm Joe, and I saw Monsters University, which is a prequel to a movie about a lesbian prostitute serial killer. What the heck? Prequel to a movie about a racist security guard who falls in love with the black wife of a killer he once executed. No, that can't. Which is a prequel to a movie about monsters who travel from their monster world to little kids' bedrooms. And at one point, one monster befriends a small child, and together they go on an adventure to defeat an evil monster bully. And this is what the average consumer thinks of Monsters University.
I'm officially a college student! Mike Wazowski.
James B. Sullivan.
Like Bill Sullivan?
He's my dad.
I expect big things from you.
I just need to ace my classes, graduate with honors, and become the greatest scarer ever.
What? Were you kissing my hand?
And what about you with all your shedding?
I don't shed.
Really?
But all kidding aside, I like this movie. Giving it a recommend. Here are my thoughts about it. I liked it. I liked that it was colorful. However, the designs and some of the background monsters got to be a little bland. Like, they spent a lot of time on the main characters, and they all look good and different and original. But the background monsters started to look like slugs and bugs. It started to get a little bland after a while. It was distracting enough for me to mention it now. However, the story. Didn't understand why they needed to make a prequel to Monsters, Inc. I mean, a sequel would have been just fine, but this is kind of like answering a question no one answered. Kind of seems like after episode 1, you know, the studio found out that there was a new direction they could take in sequels, which is instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, they could actually go backwards. But then I digress. I just didn't understand why they needed to make a prequel. However, I think it's kind of cool that there is a college movie for kids. Because usually college movies are R-rated, raunchy movies for college adults. And I think it's kind of cool that this isn't about grade school or first day at school. It's about college and taking your life seriously in the direction you want it to go in for 6-year-old kids. You know, I think that's kind of cool. They also have a couple great Rocky-esque getting better montages. You know, stuff that I actually felt like they were getting the emotion of me getting excited for these characters accomplishing their goal. It actually churnished that emotion out of me. And I was like, yeah, go! You know, kind of like... And I think, like, another one of my favorite getting better montages was in Ghostbusters. It felt like that middle scene, you know, after they catch the first goat. Had a great montage. However, what was missing, and I think... and this is fine because it wasn't in the first Monsters movie, is that trademark Pixar Randy Newman song. This movie didn't have one. You know, left foot, right, right. If you guys know what I'm talking about, and if you're watching this show, I am imagining you know what that's a reference to. This movie didn't have it. And I like the ending. I'm not going to say too much, but I like the ending. And overall, as far as Pixar movies go, this is a definite B. You know, like it's better than Cars 2. It's not their best, but it's not bad. It does its job, but not the best Pixar movie. Not Toy Story 1 or 3. It's not, didn't get me crying at all. Didn't get me, but as far as overall movies go, it's really great because a bad Pixar movie relatively is better than most kid movies. And I use this analogy, which is applesauce versus chewed up apples. Applesauce is something that kids can enjoy, but adults can enjoy as well. Kids can process it. Chewed up apples is where someone dumbs things down for you, so so it's something good enough for a little kid. Like, oh, we need a joke here. Should we make an ironic statement about what the situation that's going on in the scene? Nah, we'll just put a fart joke in. Farts are always funny. Otherwise, we'll need to think about something that a character needs to say at this point. Fart joke done. Anyway, I recommend this movie, and that's what the average consumer thinks of Monsters University.